Oh, hello there. Didn't see you. I'm here with Brandon over at the Aputure booth, and today we're taking a look at their brand new colored lights.
Yeah, right here we have the new Amaran 150C and 300C. We just announced these yesterday at the top of the show, and I'm super excited about them. So last year, if you may remember, at NAB 2022, we debuted for the first time the LS600C Pro from Aputure. That had all the bells and whistles, full RGB WW point source, 600 watt output light, weatherproofing, CRMX, ArtNet, SACN, battery input and battery charging, 48 volt DC input, you name it, this light had it. But that light's also a $2,500 light. So for this year, we wanted to come to NAB with something that was affordable and digestible and accessible for everyone who started out with Aputure and everyone who wants to move up into that world of filmmaking. So first we have the 150C and 300C. So this is a 150 watt, this is a 300 watt RGB WW color point source LED, full color point source Bowens mount LED light. And yeah, that's a lot of adjectives, and that's because these lights can do so much within their simple user interface and simple design. So for this design, they're very reminiscent of the 100DES and the 200XS with the same monolight style construction. But you'll notice here that the light itself is physically a little bit larger and also a little bit sleeker. We decided to add more curves to it. But also because it's a little bit larger, we're able to add a larger heat sink and also a larger fan that can spin a little bit more slowly, so that silent active cooling does a little bit better of a job. So that's one improvement we wanted to make over the original 100DS and 200XS style lights. Aside from that, a lot of the functions are very similar, and you'll recognize a lot of them. So if you were very familiar with that user interface, you're going to be completely familiar with this one too. So starting on the back of the light, you have your intensity, your CCT and green magenta control just by clicking here, or your hue and saturation control. So I just got to click this guy to adjust between hue and saturation, and click this guy to adjust between CCT and HSI. And when I'm in CCT mode, just hit that again and adjust GM. So that's one of the benefits of having an RGB WW full color light. It's not just that, hey, I want to do party colors all the time. Okay, party colors are great, but also maybe sometimes I'm shooting inside a convenience store or shooting where there's fluorescence still. I mean, who still has fluorescence, right? They still exist, and you still want to be able to not only tune your color temperature, but also tune your green magenta shift so you match the environment that you're in. So that's going to be something that's super important that you can do with full color point source lights. In addition to this, because they're point source, because they're Bowens mount, they have a color blending optics that allow you to use a lot of the same Bowens mount accessories as the L600C Pro and as the 300D Mark II and the 300X. So they ship with this basic reflector, but alongside these products, we announced two new modifiers, the Amaran Light Dome Mini SE and the Amaran Spotlight SE. So these are the first two modifiers in the Amaran family. The first softbox being the Light Dome Mini SE, which allows you to set up and break down the softbox super fast. It's the fastest of any softbox that we have on the market to date because it's only 8 sides, it's an octabox, so only 8 rods for you to build up and break down. And also, it uses a new pinch mechanism that allows you to close 2 rods at the same time. So basically, I can close down all 8 rods in just 4 squeezes. That basically takes me like 2.5 seconds. And building it up, maybe it takes me 3 times as long. Oh no, 7.5 seconds. So these guys set up super fast.
Time is money.
Time is money. So in total, 10-second setup and breakdown. I think that's pretty good. And it's also super lightweight. So it's a great pairing for the 150C. It's a great pairing for the COB60D and X. And alongside that, we also have the Amaran Spotlight SE, which is compatible with Bowens mount point source lights that are up to 300 watts. So that's the 300C, 300D Mark II, the Aputure LS300X. All compatible with the Spotlight SE, which is basically a spotlight mini zoom that is Bowens mount. You can take out the lens, you can swap between a 19 degree and a 36 degree lens, but in terms of size and weight and form factor, it's very similar to the Spotlight mini zoom. It even takes the exact same M-size gobos as the Spotlight mini zoom, so all 15 of those gobos are included, and there's a 18 leaf iris that is sold separately that you can add into the Spotlight as well. So you have a lot of control capability, whether you want to just shoot this bare with the hyperreflector, you want to add on the Fresnel 2X, you want to soften it with the Mini SE, or you want to shape it with something like the Spotlight SE. You have full color control, you have wide CCT of 2500 Kelvin to 7500 Kelvin. There's so many things you can do with this light and all the accessories. So the main thing that we wanted to do when we came out with the releases this year for NAB was to release a line of products that was as accessible and easy to use for our filmmakers and creator users as possible. These lights get out of your way because you can easily set the color. All the lights controls are on the back of the unit, and if you put the unit out of somewhere you can't reach, you're arming it out, you put it somewhere up in a high corner, of course you still have Sidus Link. It's fact, Sidus Link is running the entire booth this year. We have no DMX in sight because Sidus Link is that powerful and allows you to control that many fixtures. So we're doing a lot with Sidus Link, whether you're an independent filmmaker, whether you're a content creator, whether you're sitting in front of the camera, you want to adjust your HSI, your intensity, so you can get that right look for you. You can do it all through Sidus Link, and you can do it all with this light. I think these come in at great price points and they're great for entry-level indie filmmakers and content creators. They're all shipping super soon, but they're all available for pre-order right now. So the 150C and 300C and the Lightroom Mini SE are available for pre-order and shipping probably late to mid-May. And then the Spotlight SE is going to be shipping in about late June. And then in terms of price points, this guy comes in at only $359. It's $10 more than the 200XS, and you get full color control and nearly as much brightness. The 300C is our most powerful Amaran point source fixture. That comes in at $569. The Lightroom Mini SE was only $69 for that quick setup build, and then the Spotlight SE is $335 for the kit plus a lens. So with this, you can really easily build out your best starter kit for a single light starter for anyone who's a filmmaker or creator.
Very cool, Brandon. Well, there you go. There you have it. I'm Stephen Michael Zach, and these are new to me. Thanks, Brandon.